Hey everybody, Scotty here. I wanted to make a little gardening video about some of the stuff I'm struggling with. I'm trying to grow a two-tier garden. Uh, High, with like tomatoes and cucumbers, all up in trellises and things like that. And I have some eggplant that are growing high as well. And then I would also like to grow low. And I'll show you what I mean by growing low because I'm not doing a very good job of growing low. It's been too hot for the lettuces that I was really committed to. The carrots haven't really done what I wanted. Onions are going, but they're beginning. These are my radishes, and they're going great. And that's what I want to do. I want to cover the soil so that there's no black soil exposed, which soaks up heat. I want to create two growing layers that I can profit off of, a high one and a low one, because I think this is the strategy for optimizing the space in your garden. And if you're not growing cover crops, you have to have something covering your soil, in my opinion, to have healthy soil. That's part of one of the principles of what I'm doing, is that there should be something living in the soil, or if not, there should be enough soil or enough plant debris from the dead plants covering the soil that you really don't ever see a lot of black soil exposed. And I have some issues with that, but I also add soil from my worm piles. So there's always a period of time after seeding where there is some black stuff from just black, surface soil from what I've just recently put on that nothing has had a chance to go over. But a lot of times I'll cover that with some mulch or some straw or something like that. But if I have a lot of very small seeds coming up, I can't do too much of that. So I do have some black soil occasionally. I try to avoid it. So just to show you some of this black soil I'm referring to, you can see this right here. I set up a bunch of lettuce seeds in these beds, and it's been too hot and too dry and just too crappy outside for them to come up, or I'm doing something wrong maybe. And consequently, they're so fine when they start off that they don't have a lot to push through. So I didn't put a lot of mulch down. Some of these larger pieces, oops, that's huge, have come up to the surface, and that's giving it a little bit of soil cover. But for the most part, I need to do better with my low covering plants. Anyway, thanks y'all.